Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were once the definition of a Hollywood fairy tale love story that defied time, distance, and public opinion. But just when everyone thought their dramatic breakup and divorce was the final chapter, they dropped a surprise that no one was ready for. After months of silence and separate lives, the ex-couple made a joint financial move that raised more eyebrows than their actual split. Forget emotional goodbyes or messy custody battles, these two are still making power plays together. So, what exactly are they doing behind the scenes? And why are fans calling their post-divorce decisions suspicious, strategic, and even a little shady? You're about to find out, Tand, trust me. This isn't your average Hollywood breakup story. It all started like something out of a movie. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, two of the biggest names in the industry, rekindled their romance nearly 2 decades after calling off their first engagement in 2004. In a world where celebrity relationships barely survive a year, Bennifer 2.0 felt like a rare miracle. Fans were obsessed. Paparazzi couldn't get enough. Every red carpet appearance, every affectionate glance, every surprise wedding moment in Vegas, it was pure tabloid gold. They weren't just in love, they were the moment. And for a while, it really did look like they'd beaten the odds. But behind those smiles and glamorous photos, something was already unraveling. Because when it comes to Hollywood, the fairy tale is often the first part to fall apart. By early 2024, whispers had already started, the red carpet appearances slowed down. Paparazzi shots of them together practically vanished. And fans watching began to wonder if the Bennifer spark was fading. Then came the real shocker. Insiders claimed that Lopez and Affleck had been quietly living apart since April. No big announcement, no joint statement, just silence. It was as if the most talked-about couple in Hollywood suddenly pressed pause on their public love story. When Jennifer finally filed for divorce in August, it didn't come out of nowhere. But the quiet lead-up, that's what stunned everyone. Because while the world was still debating whether they were taking space or working through things, the truth was already written. This wasn't just a rough patch, it was the beginning of the end. But as we'll soon see, the paperwork was just the surface. The real story was still coming. When the divorce was officially finalized in January 2025, it felt like the final page of a very public love story. After 2 years of marriage and months of quiet separation, Bennifer was over for real this time. Fans were heartbroken, tabloids went wild, and yet it all ended with a whisper, not a bang. No messy legal drama, no explosive interviews. Just a clean cut, or so we thought, because what came next had everyone talking. Just when it seemed like they were done for good, Lopez and Affleck made a decision that felt completely out of left field. A move that didn't scream closure, it screamed unfinished business. The divorce may have been signed, but the connection, far from severed, and the clue was hiding in a $68 million mansion. Right after the split, the headlines shifted from heartbreak to high-stakes real estate. Their shared Beverly Hills mega mansion, a 12-bedroom, $68 million luxury estate was quietly listed for sale in June 2024. At first, it looked like a standard post-divorce move. Split up, sell the house, move on. But here's where it gets strange. Despite the jaw-dropping price tag, there were no takers. Even after dropping the asking price to $59.95 million, nearly $10 million off, the house still didn't move. And then came the real twist. Jennifer and Ben, newly divorced, decided to pull the home off the market. Together, yep, despite the breakup, they made a mutual decision to hold on to the property. No legal battle, no rush to cash out. Just two exes clinging to a home neither of them lives in anymore. It wasn't romantic though. According to insiders, this was strictly business. But for fans, it didn't sit right. Because, let's be honest, what divorced couple manages a $68 million asset unless there's more going on than there? Letting on, so why would two freshly divorced Allisters decide to hold on to a mansion that neither of them needs? According to sources close to the deal, it all came down to timing and money. Real estate experts claim the current market just isn't friendly for luxury listings, especially one sitting near $60 million. Even for celebrities, a sale like that comes with risk. The word from insiders, they were advised to wait, take the house off the market, hold steady, and avoid a financial hit. They didn't want to take a big loss, one source said bluntly. But that explanation opened up more questions than answers, because this wasn't just any home, this was the place they built their future around. A $68 million symbol of their second chance. And now, long after love faded, they're still strategizing together. For many fans, it didn't feel like closure, it felt calculated. And suddenly, a divorce that seemed simple got a whole lot more complicated. Because if they're truly done, why does it feel like they're still playing as a team? After the divorce was finalized, it looked like both Jennifer and Ben were ready to start fresh. Affleck wasted no time. He bought a stunning $20.5 million mansion in Pacific Palisades, just minutes from his 3 kids with Jennifer Garner. Everything about the move screamed dad mode. Meanwhile, Lopez picked up her own piece of paradise, $18 million estate in a different part of Los Angeles. Separate lives, separate homes, separate futures. On paper, it looked like the perfect clean break, but something still doesn't sit right. Despite being legally unlinked, they're still financially tied to one of the most expensive homes in LA, and they're not arguing over it, they're managing it together, quietly, privately, strategically. It's the kind of arrangement that makes fans wonder, were they ever truly just in love, or was this always part of a bigger brand? Because you can move out, change addresses, even start new relationships. But when you're still coning a $68 million mansion, you're not as done as you want people to believe. It didn't take long for the internet to explode. TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, everyone had a theory, and none of them were quiet about it. Some fans think this was all a media stunt from the start. They knew it wouldn't last. It was for headlines, not love, one viral post claimed. Others believe there's more to the story than just finances. There's no way they're staying business partners unless something else is still going on behind the scenes. And then there's the third theory, the one picking up steam fast, that Lopez and Affleck were never fully on the same page, and this whole second-chance romance was rushed. They went from 0 to married in what, a year? This was bound to crash. Some even speculate their mansion move is a sign they're keeping options open. Maybe it's a safety net. Maybe they're not as done as we think. Whether you believe the divorce is clean or see a deeper strategy at play, one thing's clear, fans aren't buying the neat PR packaged ending. They're reading between the lines, and what they're seeing is way messier than what the headline suggests. In the world of Hollywood breakups, clean endings are rare, but this one might be the most puzzling of them all. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck may have ended their marriage, signed the papers, and moved into separate homes, but somehow, they're still entangled. A $68 million estate, joint decisions after divorce, and a silence that's almost too strategic. Was it love? Was it business? Or was it something else entirely? We may never get a public answer, but behind the red carpet smiles and glowing headlines, it's clear, not every story ends when the credits roll. Sometimes, the real drama begins after the happily ever after. And with Bennifer, the final chapter may still be unwritten.